Hey, good morning, everybody. It's early morning to LALATE. How are you? It's the bottom of the hour, the 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time edition. Part 2 of the early mornings broadcast schedule. Hope you are good and safe. The toast is toasting, the butter's buttering. I'm here, you're here, and we're going to have a great morning about second stimulus check, stimulus check, third stimulus check, and third stimulus package. Really exciting, great news overnight, and we're going to have a lot of fun. It's just starting, and this is Early Mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me on an exciting day in which your stimulus checks are coming. That's what Wall Street's saying, that's what Congress is saying, and that's what the Federal Reserve has been pushing for a lot of times. But this morning, you're going to see the new jobless numbers, jobs number, and that number is not going to be robust. It's going to be weak because there has been no stimulus in the economy, and that's going to cause analysts to say, give me that darn stimulus. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do go to the first channel, subscribe. It's that button in the front. It's just really sort of waiting for you to come. Say, hey, hit me. Okay, you hit me too hard. And then there's an alert button next to it. Make sure you hit the alert so you don't miss a new video when a new video goes live. We're changing up our schedule, darling. Yes, very different. We deployed a new show yesterday, rolled out a new show. The new series is called Holidays LALATE at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. It was a big hit. It's about stimulus, but has holiday coverage in the second after the 10-minute mark. And yesterday was about your holiday reaves. And I'll have more updates about that today, so please don't miss that. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the alert at the front of this channel. Make sure you also like this video because it helps with the algorithm. Oh, and you're in store for a blast, because if you're new to Early Mornings LALATE, look to the right. This is an instant premiere. Yes, as an instant premiere, you're able to chat while the video is debuting if you're watching exactly at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a live chat. The video before it has this as well. Every morning, it's an instant premiere, so you're able to chat with your Purple Power buddies about anything you want while the video is airing. And as I explained in the 6 o'clock edition, today I'm going to do something also different. At the end of the video, I'm going to be giving a shout out to the second half of the viewers who participated in the super chat on election night with this channel. So I'm so excited for that. All right, let's get into the breaking news. The breaking news is that a stimulus package is going to be coming. How big or how small is still to be seen. And I've been pushing for the Purple Power to push because ultimately we have a say in the way. And it's not her way, it's our way. And one analyst from CNBC said before Mitch McConnell's remarks this week that a stimulus package is still possible, probably more probable, but it will likely be smaller than a blue wave scenario. Well, that's obvious. The stimulus package is not going to be 3.4. It's not going to be 7.2. But it's also not going to be 500 million either, billion. We think it will be under 2 trillion, which could disappoint investors. I don't think it's going to disappoint anyone. And I think it's just going to disappoint the federal employees who already get 6 figures a year. They're looking for the Temple Doom to give them that salary increase. Yeah, sorry, not in the stimulus package. Sorry, but no, I think it's good. It will include direct payments. It should include some enhanced unemployment at just a lower level, said the analysts. Well, that's obvious as well. When you look at the stimulus package, it will not be at $600 a week for FPUC, because that's just, it's just not happening. Mitch kicked it off this week with incredible remarks that said, I think that it's job one when we get back passing stimulus. Hopefully we'll get a more cooperative situation than we had. The speaker laid out $2.5 trillion with all the kind of things I felt were simply unrelated to the subject, which is absolutely true. All this week, analysts have said, you know what, I'm so excited. And I am too. They were very worried about a Democratic House not because of stimulus, but for things that could impact stimulus ancillary. What it meant was Joe Biden was looking for taxing big taxing people at certain levels, income levels. That would not do well for stimulus because ultimately those people may lay people off because they can't afford the tax rate. Second, there was a call to break up big tech companies. I mean, really? In the middle of a pandemic, we're trying to create jobs, we're trying to then break up companies. No, that's also really off the books now. And so Jim Cramer actually from CNBC said that this is actually Nirvana glorified. We can stop fretting about politics and start focusing on business, your money again, because a divided Congress is nirvana for growth stocks. I mean, it is nirvana. I mean, the concern was you were going to just sit back and see trillions and trillions of dollars given to everything but you, like potholes and Andrew and Gavin. It's like, okay, this is what's going on here. And now it's literally not her way. If you followed Purple Power last night at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I rolled out a new hashtag. It's hashtag speaker for stimulus. Over the last 7 months, she said her way or the highway. Now it's no way. It's our way. We're urging for Democrats to elect a different Speaker of the House. The vote is not coming up today. It's not coming up tomorrow. But there is a move underway to find another person who could replace her as Speaker of the House because of her inability to negotiate as a rational human being and holding up your stimulus. I think that the electoral process has spoken, and whatever way it goes, it will be a peaceful transfer of power, said Jim Cramer earlier this week. I disagree. I don't think anything's going to be peaceful over the next few days. And so that's what the Wells Fargo analyst, the chief of equities at Wells Fargo, said last night. He said, I think people are just betting on everything is going to be so cuddly and punky dory and everyone's going to be singing kumbaya. I just think it's just a little bit too optimistic, not about stimulus, but about everything around stimulus, that I just think y'all need to settle down. After the stock market went up 1,000 points in 2 days, he said, no, it's just not going to be so easy as a cakewalk in the park. And I agree and co-sign that argument as well. And so he's saying, dial it back, hold up, let's do this rationally. You're a little too excited. And so that brings us to your stimulus. The push is underway. You need to take this video. You need to go, if you're on the East Coast, you're certainly up early. You need to take this video, tweet it on Facebook, share it on, share it on Facebook, share it in a Facebook group, tweet it on Twitter, post it on Instagram, put it on TikTok, but wherever you can share this video, make sure you get out the message that, hey, we need stimulus checks. We need multiple stimulus checks. They need to be big. And that these watered down stimulus checks or this retroactive FPUC that goes retroactive for like 1 week back is not appropriate. It's important to understand that all the stimulus relief that you need needs to go for the appropriate period to the appropriate period. And most of the second stimulus packages expire in late December as drafted, not as law because they haven't passed, but as drafted expire in late December. That's not going to work. That's absolutely not going to work. And then they don't go retroactively far enough back. You have not gotten FPUC since July, so why are we going retroactive to September? What happened in the month of August? And that was when the bill was written 2 months ago. I fully expect them to say, okay, we'll go retroactive to November. No, you go retroactive to the day that it stopped paying out. And so it's important to understand that when we talk about numbers, we don't just talk about the numbers like the $600 a week for FPUC. We also talk about the window of coverage. I'm worried about my viewers on PEUC or UI or PUA. Your weeks are running out very shortly. My viewers who are on that CDC eviction moratorium. Your eviction moratoriums are running out in December. I'm worried about those that are on the FEMA foreclosure protection. That's running out as well. Student loan debt repayment, that's running out. A lot of these things are running out in just the next 4 to 8 weeks. And so we need to get the stimulus package passed fast. That's one of the things. The second one is that when it's passed, it can't have dates all the way to just, January, because we don't have the vaccine and we don't have the therapeutic coming into the marketplace in mass quantities until at least maybe March. Some of the analysts overnights were talking about, oh, it'll be available in December. Where? You know, in best case scenario, you can't be betting on best case scenario all the time. So it's incredibly great news. Today, the new jobs numbers will come out. That's from the Labor Department. It looks at September numbers and October numbers, and it will say, hey, we did not create enough jobs. And that's because the pandemic did not have enough stimulus in the economy. And then there's Jerome Powell, who yesterday says he's not going to raise inflation. He's not going to try to get inflation up. Thank God. I think we have enough price escalation now. And so he says, we're going to watch it, but we still have some more tricks. We're keeping inflation, keeping the long interest rate at about 0 to 0.25. So that's incredible, great news, but he'll have more for us today. Meantime, I promised you dearly, and I'm going to continue it right now, that on election night, during the live stream that was seen by 140,000 viewers, I think, it was 4.5 hours long. It was the number one, I think, watched election night live stream that was not by a major broadcast channel, and we had at any time upwards of 4,000 people in the room. So people were coming in and people were going out, but we kept it about we maxed out about 140,000 for the night viewers. And during that night there was a lot of super chats. If you're in the live chat now, you'll see what a super chat is, that dollar symbol next to the chat. And there were so many of them that during the broadcast, I said, you know what, I'm going to give you all shout out, and it'll be on Early Mornings LALATE. So I did half of them on the 6 a.m. broadcast minutes ago, and I'm going to do the other half right now. Thank you, Lloyd Dixon, Prophets Tis Callie Nelson, thank you, John Johnson, Jonathan Hicks, Lachey, beautiful name, Chelsea Stevens, Wendy King, Chelsea Stevens again, Studio K, Vernon Emerson Jackson, Rosa Sparks, Stephanie McCartney, Bobby the Handsome Guy Johnson, that's his screen name, Margaret Owens, Aviation Dreams, Action Jackson again, Drew Knopf, Beatrice Freeman, Shelley Webster, Amanda Perez, Cindy Akerson, Leslie Henderson, Lloyd Dickinson, John Johnson again, Amanda Perez, David Helms, John Johnson again, Diane Brantford, Shanna Hansen, John Johnson again, EYS, Casey Day, Brother Josue Ministries again, Cindy Durbin, San C, Viviana Marchi, John Johnson again, Renee Smith, Laura Kroom, Renee Smith, Kristen Cook, John Johnson again, Peggy Simpson, Cindy Miller, Spider-Man, Anita Dockery, Michelle Missiano, where is this one? D. Balderell, Barbara Atkinson, Nancy Stickler, Stephanie McCarthy, Renee Smith, Scott Watson, Ann Mudrunner, John Johnson again, Terry Stewart, Renee Smith, Jennifer Carter, Wilda White, Carlita Mears, Nancy Sticklin, B. Thomas Marullo, Chris Wiltrot, Brother Joshua Ministries, Celia Gonzalez, Paul Mills, Autumn Crawford, Diana Sanchez, Golden Child, John Johnson again, Stacy Riggle, Michael Ramsey, David Sabins, Star Knight, Mark Salmons, John Holmes, and then John Holmes again, Chris Hyman, Dean Powell, Silvio Guild, and David Sabins. Wonderful. Just incredible, absolutely incredible. If I missed anyone's name, I apologize, but I think I got everyone. I basically screen grabbed the entire list and then printed it out. It was not an easy thing to figure out how to print it, but I was able to do it. So I really thank you for making that incredible night. And as I said in the video before this, the most important thing was that you had fun. The content was not the focus. The focus was really that you had fun, did not feel stressed, and felt comforted and felt as a family. And apparently you liked it a lot. I got a lot of wonderful comments that people said yes, but you also really like the content. So that certainly worked. So thank you so much. We'll do it again sometime when it's appropriate. And with that, don't miss Mornings LALATE at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time coming up next. Go to Funny's channel, subscribe because as you see, we'll get through this all together. And also like this video. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay with LA for more.